Welcome back. Now, in the same way that we formatted dates in a row, we can also format them in a column. In addition to formatting dates, we can also format the numbers in a row as well as a column. And we can do that by going to the very top row, going to the column of numbers we want to format, clicking inside of the column, and then we're going to right-click inside of that column. And again, we're going to click Format Cells. And this time, we're going to come up with the number category. And what we're going to do is we're going to format those numbers in the way that we want them. So in this case, we may want to format the numbers as dollars or currency. And we can do that by going to this area and formatting the numbers the way we want them. We can decide on whether or not we're going to have a symbol, if any. We can decide on how many decimal places we're going to have. And all we'll need to do then is we'll need to click the OK button. And you'll notice then that our formatting then goes to dollars. We can then format another column. We can then right-click. We can format these cells. We can then choose the numbers that we want to format and how we want to format them. Once we've done that, we can then click OK. Now, one of the things you want to note about formatting numbers is that the value of the number doesn't change. All we're doing is formatting the view of the actual number when we change the formatting of the cell. However, there is a case where we can take a column of numbers and we can format them to be a percentage. We can do that by going to the Format Cells, and then we can change this to a percentage. We can decide on how many decimal places we're going to have. For example, we can say we're going to have no decimal places, and we're then going to click OK. Now, one of the things you're going to notice when you do that is you're going to notice that you have 2300%. What that means is that you actually put in 23, and it's not going to change to 23%. Remember, the value is going to stay the same. What you'll also notice is the label falls outside of the cell. And in order to make it fit within the cell, remember, we have to right-click this side arrow. And then percentage fits within this area. Now, in order to make this column into one that would be 23%, we'd actually have to use a formula. And so what we would do is we would create a formula in this cell. And what we would do is we would then take this cell, and we would do that by creating a formula where we would then take this cell and then multiply it by 0.01. And that will then give us 0.23. We can then take that same formula and copy it all the way down to the end. And we can do that by taking this handle and pulling it all the way down. And then you'll notice then that our formula changes. What we can then do is we can then go to the top of this row. We can then right-click. We can format the cell. And then what we can do is then change this to percentage with 2 decimal places. We'll then click OK. And then you'll notice then that we have 23%, 22%, and all of the percentage points the way we would actually want to see them. So formatting the cell really means right-clicking, going to formatting cells, and then looking to find out how you want the cell to be formatted. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, one of the things you'll have to work with from time to time, whether you're working in rows or columns, in titles and labels, is you'll have to work with dates. And you'll want to be able to format those dates in ways that make sense for what it is that you are trying to communicate. So by default, if you were to write in titles, for example, let's say that we want to write across the top, we want to write in January of 2018 to December of 2018. What you're going to notice is that if you write in the words January 2018, Microsoft Excel is going to change the formatting to a default setting. It's going to change it to 1/1/2018. It's going to change this to the month January of 18. However, that may not be the way you want it to appear. And so what we're going to do to change that is we're going to highlight this row. I'm going to do that by clicking inside of the column, and then we're going to click the first row in the column, and that's going to give us control over all the cells in this row. And when you see all those cells highlighted all the way across your sheet, that means then that you're going to be making changes across the entire row. So what we're going to do then is we're going to right-click that area. We're then going to click Format Cells. We're then going to click the date. And what you're going to see is you're going to see some default settings for the date. Now, if what you see doesn't necessarily match what you want, what you can do is you can click the Custom area. And what you're going to notice is that there are ways that we can format the date that may be more consistent with what we want. For example, Microsoft Excel says if we want to write the month as January through December, we're going to need to write 4 M's. If we want to express the year, we're going to write 4 Y's. So you're going to notice that there is a sample default setting that's already there. We're going to take this one and we're just going to modify it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out the dash. We're going to write the 4 M's. We're going to write a space, and then we're going to write 4 Y's. Then we're going to click OK. What you're going to notice then is that automatically Excel then changes those labels to what we want them to be. Or it could be that we're doing a chart, and all we want to have is the first letter. And we can go to Format Cells. In this case, we can probably just go to the Date tab, and you'll see here that there is a setting for just the month where all that will be filled in is going to be the first letter. We're then going to click OK. Then you'll see JFM, which represents January, February, March. So you can work with dates across an entire section by formatting the cells in that section to be what you want them to be. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. You'll notice that we've written in text to this particular column, and we can do that in any column that we're going to be working with. So for example, if we're going to write in text to a specific column, all we'll need to do is to go to the cell or the address bar to write that text in. When you write that text in, Excel can differentiate when you're writing it in as text or a label from something else that you were trying to do. Once you have your text, you can manipulate it using the home menu. You can set different parameters for the text. As you can see, we've bolded, italicized, and underlined. Remember, what we can also do is if our cell is not wide enough, we can click on the side arrow or sidebar and then open up the cell so that it will be wide enough to have all of the text in. Now, there are formulas that we can use on the text that we place inside of Excel. We can use the formulas in the text area as well as the logical area. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.